Hi and welcome to another December journal process video. So I'm doing a bunch of pages today, and it's because I'm a lazy scrapbooker. So here you can see my album, my little basket, all my little embellishments, and this is what I've done so far. So those 2 pages, and now I'm going to do 4 more today in this video, which is about 17 minutes long. These are photos that I took at our Secret Santa. We have an annual one, and this is the 3rd annual one. And I actually have a little video at the end of this video where I show you how to add that reef digitally in Photoshop. So if you're interested in this, just wait till the end of the video and I'll show you. I'm just adding some white photo corners because I can, and I just like the finished look of it. I'm going to add number 3 to the middle of all those pictures. And I just want to say, while I'm doing this, the Photoshop tutorial is not, I don't know, if you've never used it, it might not make sense to you. So it's actually for people that kind of know. Okay, so this second page is, I did a photo shoot for clients. I shoot weddings with a fellow photographer. His name is Sean, and I always photograph his family, and I love his wife dearly. She's one of my greatest friends. And we did an engagement session, and I brought the reef with to photograph them, just to have this very festive photo. And then I said to Sean, just snap a photo of me. Sorry, I didn't drink anything, I promise you. Snap a picture of me, and I knew that I wanted to use it in my December album. So I actually did my journaling on the photo, and at the end of this video, I'll show you how I did that too. I did a screen recording of it while I was doing it. So this is a little reef that is actually available in the coffee cup for Christmas in both of the little kits, the print and cut as well as the DIY kit. And I just hot glued it right on the pocket there. So you can see I added another picture, a smaller. I'm just going too fast. What am I doing? Okay. Right, let's see. I think I'm going to add number 3 there. Yes. So I have these wood veneers. It's a kit by Ollie Edwards from 2014. And I'm going to gold emboss it. So that's quite fun. And I'm going to emboss quite a few times today, and you'll see how I make a mess and then how to fix it. So thank goodness for white acrylic paint. So I'm interrupting myself. What I wanted to say was the Photoshop tutorials are for people that kind of know Photoshop and you're familiar with layers. Otherwise, it might just be a little bit too difficult, and I don't have the time to go into, I'll try to explain it as good as I can. So just some Versamark. It's actually a glue pad, and then just add some embossing powder, and now I'm going to heat it up with my patience, with my embossing tool. And I'm just going to hold it down with a little all sticky pointy thing, because otherwise it's going to fly all over the place like that. So those numbers have little nooks and crannies, which is kind of cute. And this embossing powder actually works wonderful. Just a tiny bit of hot glue, and I'm going to stick it right on the photograph just there. And then you can see I added a gold tag in the middle of the reef, and I'm just going to add a silver number 3 from one of the silver letters, numbers, and there you can see. Okay, now there's the photograph full-length one, and then I'm going to add 5 to it because that was on day 5, and I'm just going to add it here and there, a little bit of hot glue, and then you can see there the journaling on the photograph just behind it there. And this is very dear to my heart. It's all about counting your blessings and being grateful. So I'm looking, and look where I put this, right there, because there's just dark black spot in the middle of the reef where my jacket is, and my jacket is dark. So there you go. So what I'm doing is I'm just placing my pictures and stuff, and then I'll go back and refine more details. And I have to say, during the days, I have a very clear idea in my mind what stories I want to tell, or events that I want to document. So the reef was one, and then the Secret Santa was one, and then our trip to Saskatoon to do our Christmas shopping, which is this photo here out of the hotel window where we had breakfast, is one. And then the last one is one with me and Abby's. So I'm going to take out that page protector, and I'm going to exchange it for one of Ollie Edwards' transparencies with gold words, which I love. So I'm just adding some holes in it, and there you go. And I just love it. And I'm going to place the 6 right on the black star. So when you look at it from the top, I don't know, I just like the design element of it. And I'm going to place my picture there, and I'm going to try, because it didn't work, to gold emboss on the photo. So embossing on a photograph can be tricky. I don't know what happened here, if my glue is probably a little old or whatever, but it didn't work. But I'll show you. And yeah, problem solving, hey, when you try to figure out how to fix it, it's kind of interesting. But acrylic paint, I have to admit, fixed most of my problems or mistakes. So yeah, I'm very thankful for acrylic paint. So my problem here was I don't want to bring the embossing tool too close to the photograph, because I didn't want to burn my photo paper. But when I did bring it near, all the embossing powder flew off the page. You can see the text, most wonderful time of the year, is actually disappearing. So yeah, I wasn't impressed. And in the end, I decided just to finish up and then to paint over it. And then I had an idea to do the embossing on a transparency and to place it over. And that actually worked very well. But you'll see that in a second. I'm not sure the order in which this video is going to unfold. So a little bit of acrylic paint and a big brush, and there you go. Luckily, the sky was super white, and this is one of the photos that I didn't convert to black and white, just because it was so monotone, there wasn't a lot of colors. So I thought I don't need to convert it to black and white. I'm going to try my hand at embossing again. It was almost like getting back onto the horse right away. It's like I failed once, but let me try again. And I'm going through my stash looking for something to emboss, and then I found a word that says hello. That's actually one that I designed for Studio Calico, and I've never used it. So I'm going to try, and this time it worked amazingly great. So I'm just taking the page protector out, putting it flat, and I'm going to stamp. And I couldn't actually see the ink or the glue, so I was a little worried, but I decided to go for it anyway, and I just sprinkled some gold embossing powder over it, and it worked great. I must say I'm very surprised that I am actually documenting every day, almost every day up till now. Usually it's not like that, but I also realized that in a couple of weeks my girls will be off school, and then I'll probably have a little bit of a slower pace here at home. So I'm doing as much work now as I can, but I'm enjoying it, and that's the most important part. So what a great job that embossing did. I give myself like an A+. And then I decided to switch around the little tree to make the 9 a 6. But you'll see in the final video walkthrough that I actually changed. I wanted something more black and white, so I actually changed that card totally. So it might still become a 9 somewhere. I don't know. I won't throw it away, but okay. So now I'm going to add this picture of me and Abby. And how this came about is on my Facebook. Facebook shared a memory from 4 years ago of me and Abby when she was just a little baby, and I just loved that photograph, and I actually printed it off to put it in a 3x4 pocket. And then I decided to just take a photo of me and her. And then while I was printing these photos, I'm like, oh my goodness, all the pages are just about me. But that's bound to change for the last part of this album, because I want to do a full page of each of my girls. And then we still have to set up our tree. I know it's December 8th, but the plan is to do it tomorrow, Wednesday, December 9th. And because on the 10th of December, I actually have a group of friends coming over for a craft night. So I'm very excited about that. So there's the photo from Facebook from 4 years ago of me and Abby. And then one that Kirsten took for me today. She was here for lunch. And I just absolutely love that little photo of me and her of today. So I still don't want to put that in because I want to let the paint dry, and I'm just going to cut that transparent piece from Ollie Edwards a little smaller to act as a page divider, not so much and just a couple of gold hearts. And then I'm going to take everything out and I'm going to do my journaling, and then I'll come back with a walkthrough of the album. Okay, but first I just want to show you I'm stamping on transparency. This is inkjet transparencies, and I'm stamping on the coarse part of the transparency because the inkjet one has a smooth part and a coarse part. So the one that's textured, just use that one. And what I love about transparencies is they're made to withstand heat. So I think they will be better, to work on, to emboss on. I'm just cleaning my desk, and now I'm just going to quickly heat it up. And it worked really good. I was so happy. And I just cut it out with a little bit of a border, so a little bit of an offset, as I like to call it. And then I'm just going to stick it down with a little bit of hot glue on my photograph, on the acrylic paint. And then I'm going to do my journaling around it. So that's a great idea, even to make a page divider with transparency, and you can stamp with stars or anything Christmas is, and then just emboss it or something, and you can make something really pretty. I think I gave myself a great idea for maybe one of the coming pages. Okay, and here's the album walkthrough. So I'm done with my journaling. There's page 1, which is the December intentions, and then the Christmas card, and a yoga page, which is super cool, and then the one with the Secret Santa, and you can see I stamped December 3 on the little gold tag just underneath the photograph. I added my journaling there, and then I also added journaling on that side. And there you can see that was so simple with the journaling already on the photo. There you can see I added the gold embossing transparency with my journaling, the divider, and then there's the new little insert that I put in, and it was I think I don't know, but I put the 6 over it, just a sticker. And I'm going to add my tag right in between those two, because that to me is just something that I can look at. It's because the journaling above it is all about making the lists and why it's important for me this year. And then my little Abby, miniature schnauzer. She's 4 years old and she's the apple of my eye. And that's a photograph of just this morning. Just me and her having fun. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week again. Bye.